And this morning's Scramble Flashback is brought to you by Downtown Stillwater.
Mark your calendars for Downtown Stillwater Bike Night. Hi, this is Amy Jo Frazier with Downtown Stillwater, and I'd like to invite you to join us from 6 to 9 p.m. on the first Tuesday of the month. Located at 8th and Main, these family-friendly events offer $1,000 in prizes, live music, and incredible specials. For more information, go to downtownstw.com or follow us on Facebook. Hope to see you in beautiful, historic Downtown Stillwater.
Stillwater's Morning Scramble, it's 8:47. Steve Daniels and Dr. Rebecca Eastham is in.
Good morning.
Morning, Doctor.
I got to quit laughing when people call me that. You kind of lose some credibility. So.
No, you gain it. And you've worked hard. I want to always call you Doctor.
Oh, well, thank you.
At the initial introduction.
Yeah.
And you heard me call you that on the way over, right?
I did. That was kind of fun. I just don't hear it that often, so I'm still getting used to it.
You worked hard for it, though, didn't you?
Thank you.
Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And you brought special people with you today.
I did. We come in here each week on Thursdays and tell you what Meridian does, and especially the third Thursday, our focus is what we do for business and industry with customized training. And oftentimes we come in to talk about that, but I thought, what a better way than to hear some actual examples of what we are doing. So we have Kayla, who is here with Stillwater Medical Center. She's the education coordinator, and Marcy Luter, who is on our team at Business and Industry Services at Meridian. And Marcy's area of expertise is employee engagement, management, and supervisory development. And Stillwater Medical Center these last couple of years has really made an effort to do that, and we have been fortunate enough to be a partner on that. So I wanted Kayla to talk a little bit about why was that employee development so important to you all, that you wanted to invest a lot of time and energy and kind of a financial commitment to do that. What drove you all to that decision?
Well, first, thanks for inviting me today. Just love being on the radio.
She was a little bit nervous.
Slightly apprehensive.
It's easier now, though, right?
Oh, yeah, this is easy. Anyway, thanks for inviting me, though. And we partnered with Meridian because of our patients. Stillwater Medical Center is completely patient-focused, and we wanted every single patient that comes through that door to have the exact same excellent experience in our hospital. And the way you do that is engaging your employees and having great leadership and getting everybody on the same page, and you do that through training. So that's why we initially engaged the Meridian, the wonderful folks at Meridian here sitting, smiling next to me, and they have done an excellent job for us.
Who's up next?
Well, I was going to ask, you guys have done a variety of classes. Marcy, do you want to talk a little bit about some of the projects that you've worked with Kayla on and the types of training? I think that gives you a better feel for the services that we offer.
Are you talking really, when you're talking, go ahead, we'll get the microphone from Marcy here, about almost a PR type angle and having a good personal feeling about the folks that, whether it's Stillwater Medical or wherever? Is that part of it? Is just how you relate to individuals one-on-one?
We do whatever types of training our clients really need us to do. So in the case of Stillwater Medical Center, part of their challenge was just getting everybody on the same page. As you know, they've grown quite a bit the last few years, and they have a lot of new offices that have different cultures and those types of things, and they really wanted to pull all those offices together and make sure patients received a consistent, excellent experience. And so we've worked with them, listened to their needs, tried to find specific trainings to meet those needs. So some of that has been processes like productivity training. We did a few classes. We did 5 classes in January, I guess, for 2-day classes for all their leaders to come in and really learn about personal productivity and how to make the most of their time. And instead of trying to do more in the amount of time, trying to get the right things done. So that was really fun. But we've also done smaller projects like peer interviewing or projects on listening and those types of things, just to make sure that the types of employees that they have at the varying levels get the skills that they need to meet the objectives that their leadership is setting.
Kayla?
Yep. No, that's true.
Kayla, talk about the peer interviewing class, because you all wanted to make sure that you selected the right people. You couldn't provide the patient service that you wanted to do unless you had the right people doing the job. So talk a little bit about the peer interviewing and what that class has done for you all as an organization in hiring.
Well, one of our goals is to keep our turnover rate low, because we're one of the 100 best places to work in healthcare. That's an award that Stillwater Medical Center has won the last 2 years. One of the 100 best places to work in healthcare, and that means we have an amazing facility, and we want amazing people to work there. And one of the ways you do that is by recruiting the right people and choosing the right people to come into your environment. And so we started doing the peer interviewing, and what that means is like you work with a group of people in your office, and someone leaves. So now your boss is going to go hire someone to fill that position. Well, who better to tell this new person about what the job entails than the group of people working in that office? And so those people, the peers, actually interview the new, candidates and say, I think this person would be a great fit, and give that information to the supervisor.
I've never heard that terminology, but Marcy, do they actually get to take part in the hiring process, or just make recommendations?
They do. They're very involved. The way, correct me if I'm wrong, Kayla, but the way I understand it that you all do it is there's a selection committee. They go through HR. They go through a supervisor, and then a handful of candidates are passed along to that group of peers to do that initial interview. And they're looking for things like whether they're going to fit with the team and whether they're going to gel with the culture and those types of things. And it was fabulous to do those training sessions, and we're continuing to do those because oftentimes the folks that were doing those peer interviews were excited about being a part of the hiring decision, but they just didn't know exactly what they were supposed to do.
And Rebecca, the one reason why you wanted to address this situation was this is just part of what you do at Meridian.
Right. It's just one example of kind of what we have available, and our goal is to just help organizations meet their objectives. If that's increased profitability, expansion, growth, cost containment, whatever those objectives are, we want to come alongside them and help in that process. And sometimes training is the way to do it. Sometimes it's a process issue, and if we can get them resources that they need to help learn about processes, we want to do that. And so I just thought it would be easier to tell our story when we actually bring in someone who's been a part of that.
I think that's great.
So we hope to do more of that here on Thursday morning, just to give people an idea of truly what we do. And our goal is about economic development. That's what Career Tech's purpose is. It's a job for every Oklahoman and a workforce for every company. And we want to do that here in Stillwater because we won't. Our businesses here can't expand if they don't have the right people. And outside of for like Stillwater Medical Center, what we've done through the customized training, they also partner with our full-time programs. And Stillwater Medical Center is a site for our clinicals. So our students that are studying in health careers and the nursing, rad tech, those kinds of programs, they do clinicals at Stillwater Medical Center. And so that partnership is really there in both our full-time and our customized training. So, yeah.
So you guys sneak over there and eat at the terrace? Is it what it's called?
It is the terrace.
The food there is great. And you have, the medical center also has food trucks.
Yes, we do. On Thursdays at noon, the food trucks line up next to the medical center, and it's pretty fantastic, I got to say.
Well, I'm going to have a bypass and a burrito today.
That's not the intention.
Oh, okay.